Hey everyone, Pastor Mark here. Happy Sunday to you all. Before we begin our worship today, I have just a couple of announcements I would like to make. The first is just an encouragement to make use of the worship guide. I know it's really easy to click on the playlist and just watch the videos straight through, but the danger in doing that is that worship becomes a spectator activity when it's intended to be participatory. And so we really want to encourage you as families to make use of this time to worship together. And so go through the elements of the guide together. Take time to pray together. Go through the confession time together. Maybe you could confess your sins together silently before the Lord, or you could consider confessing your sins out loud to each other as part of your time of worship. And consider giving and just going through the elements of worship together as a family, and make this time a participatory time of worship. In fact, one of the hidden blessings, I think, in this difficult and unusual time of being at home together is that it provides opportunities for families to worship together in different and in some ways perhaps even richer ways than they otherwise would. And so we really want you to make these Sundays a time to worship together as a family. So really encourage you to do that. The second announcement is just a reminder that Stephen Peel is not only employed by us as our youth and outreach coordinator, but he's also participating in an internship through his Master of Divinity program at Trinity Evangelical Divinity School. And so as part of that internship, he's going to be preaching for us a few times, and he's going to do that today for us. He'll be providing the service of the word today. And so we're excited about this opportunity to be walking with Stephen in this way. Encourage you to keep him in your prayers and support him, and encourage him along the way. And we look forward to hearing more from him in a little bit. So I thought I'd like to call us to worship this morning with the words of the Heidelberg Catechism, questions and answers 27 and 28. I think these are very beautiful, comforting, fitting words in the midst of this crisis that we're in. So listen to these words from the Heidelberg Catechism. Question 27 asks, what do you understand by the providence of God? And the answer it gives is this, that providence is the almighty and ever-present power of God, by which he upholds as with his hand heaven and earth and all creatures, and so rules them that leaf and blade, rain and drought, fruitful and lean years, food and drink, health and sickness, prosperity and poverty, all things, in fact, come to us not by chance, but from his fatherly hand. And then a follow-up question and answer in question and answer 28 says this, how does the knowledge of God's creation and providence help us? And the answer it gives is this, that we can be patient when things go against us, thankful when things go well, and for the future we can have good confidence in our faithful God and Father that nothing will separate us from his love. All creatures are so completely in his hand that without his will they can neither move nor be moved. Again, I find those to be deeply comforting and encouraging words in the midst of this pandemic. And with that, I invite you to participate in our worship today. I invite you to prepare your hearts for worship as we listen to a prelude by Benny Villain. Let's worship together.